And welcome back to the Fixed TV show on Hope TV. Nakamaka, I told you I'm having a very, very awesome artist with me. Right about now, I have a renowned gospel artist by the name Alice Kamande. Alice.
Yes.
Habari ya leo.
Very sorry, DJ.
Salama?
I'm good.
You look lovely.
Asante. Thank you so much.
Karibu sana.
And thanks for having me.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, good, good, good.
Yeah.
Karibu sana KIPAJI.
Asante.
This is a segment where we get to know more about the artists.
Okay.
We might ask you swali zenye hujaulizwa, lakini just be free.
I will try.
You will try.
I'll try my best.
Kabisa.
Okay.
And before we continue with the interview, I'd like to ask you to join us on our social media handles. That is at the Fixed TV show on both on Instagram, on Facebook, and on Twitter. And also you can send your SMS on 22232. Alice.
Yes.
You are an artist, Indio?
Yes.
Let me start by backdating. When did you start singing?
When did I start singing? I started singing a long time ago. I was very young. And at the age of 7, I could probably sing along to, several, tunes. And so for me, it was just a liking. So it's not like I can say I knew it was a talent, but I grew in lips and, just working on my talent. And I joined high school. I started writing my own music when I was about 13 years old. So for me, music is not something that I just started the other day. But through that, I got to learn so much of how to write my music and getting into a studio to record. And then after that, after high school, I joined college. I did whatever I did. And then, I proceeded. And by 2009, that's when I released my first song ever.
Oh.
That's like my first song that I released first was called Wewe Peke.
Okay.
And since then, I can say maybe that's where my journey started as a gospel artist.
As a gospel artist?
Yes.
Awesome, awesome. You said you started singing in age of 13.
Yes.
I think I didn't know anything about music at that time. I knew about bikes, things like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, your journey has been long. You said Wewe Peke was your first music, 2009.
Yes.
So till now, it's approximately 9 years.
Almost.
Almost 9 years.
Yeah.
How's the journey been? How, any awards in between? Anything big we can say about?
Let me say, okay, by the grace of God, that I've been able to accomplish so many things. But one of the things that I can say is big for me is just being able to communicate what is inside of me and inspiring people through, my writing of music and singing and just ministering to people. And apart from that, I have been awarded several awards from Groove Awards, and I have been nominated in different categories and different awards from local to international awards, from East Africa awards, AGMA, Sauti Awards, that is in the US, and so many others.
What is AGMA? AGMA Awards?
AGMA is African Gospel Music Awards. Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
awesome,
it is
awesome.
based in UK.
So I wasn't wrong when you said a renowned gospel artist. I wasn't wrong, right?
Somehow, let's say yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But I thank God.
Let's switch it up, not music anymore.
Yes.
Apart from music, what do you do?
Apart from music, I do business. Let me say I do business.
Okay.
It's not a very huge business, but I am an entrepreneur, let me say that. I'm into fashion, like you can see.
Good.
Yeah, so that's what I do on the side. But music is my main thing, and that's what puts food on the table, and I'm able to pay my bills, and I'm able to do so many other things.
So we're coming to a day and age where people are not really focusing on papers as their job. Would you advise someone to venture into music as their careers?
Yeah, sure. I think music is a well-paying job. You have just to know how to go about it. There's business in music, and there's the aspect of sharpening your tool. That is your voice and your art. And if you can first concentrate on sharpening that
Yeah.
tool, trust me, it's able to cut so many things, you know. And by that I mean it can be able to give you a lot more, you know, and offer a lot of opportunities out there. And music is a great platform. And for those who are focusing on music and music alone, it works for them.
Okay.
Yeah, and I can be able to say that music actually pays.
Actually, whatever you said is a verse in the Bible.
Yes.
That when the axe is sharpened,
Yes.
it cuts the wood with ease. I've just
Yes.
paraphrased it. But
Yes.
I'll
Yeah.
get it, and then I'll
Yeah,
tell you.
because you find sometimes as young people, they rush into getting money and not working on the talent.
True.
So, but it should be the other way around. Work on your talent, and with that, trust me, people will want more from you. You know, and the more they want from you, the more the you know, it's all the reason why you can be able to ask for anything, and it shall be given to you. You know, yeah. So for me, I would like to say first sharpen the tool, and then work on cutting.
Okay.
Yes.
So let me ask, with the 9 years period, let me use artists from outside, international artists.
Yes.
Many of them use managers to grow up the levels. Do you do the same? Do you have a manager who manages your music, your distribution, your studio time? Do you have a manager who does that?
Yes, right now I have a manager. She's called Rachel, and she's been helping me a lot with, you know, especially when it comes to corporate events. Sometimes it doesn't look so good, especially for us as gospel artists. Sometimes it doesn't look, we don't want to look so corporate, especially when it comes to churches. We want to minister and to reach us to as many people as possible. And sometimes the moment you tell people that you have a manager, it cuts the you know, that relation with so many people, especially if you are meant to go to certain places where a medium is not, you know, that middle person is not needed. But I think it's a very good thing because they help us a lot, because now we can be able to, as a musician, you're able to concentrate more on your career, as the rest of the things are taken care of by the manager. The work of a manager has a lot to do with, you know, arranging things for you. You know, when am I going to the studio? If it's publishing anything, and maybe right after just releasing a song, just getting it out there so that people can actually be able to listen to it, and negotiating for you whatever kind of deals that you can get out there. There's so many great opportunities, you know, once you have a name and a brand, you know. So let me say it works, and it's important to have a manager. But even if you don't have a manager, you can start on your own. For me, I started on my own. I grew on my own. I just hustled, let me say. That's, the, for lack of a better word. I hustled from, you know, just knowing where do I get, you know, my CDs printed out, where do I get posters printed, how do I distribute my music when it's out, you know, just to release to DJs like you, and just to get it going. So basically, I have to say that if you don't have a manager, you can start on your own, get information as much as you can, and you're good to go.
So let me ask, backtrack it. Alice, at 6 years old, what was your dream?
What was my dream? Wow. I dreamt of so many things.
Okay.
Yeah, I loved acting. I thought I'd one day love to act, you know. And I also dreamt of becoming a musician, by the way. And but I loved science. I loved science. So 6 years old, I'm really trying to think. But I think I loved arts as well. Yes.
So you see, you'd say you're living a dream.
Right now, I'm living my dream.
Okay.
It's true. Actually, I am.
Yes, you are living a dream.
Yes.
So before we go on a short commercial break, we'll come back later. I want to ask you, do you know of a group called Eagles?
Eagles.
Back in the day.
What were they doing?
They're
dancing?
doing music. No.
Music?
I think they're also dancing. You
They're
know,
also
back in the day,
dancing.
you're doing everything. You're dancing, you're singing, you're acting. You're an artist.
Yes, I was an artist. Yes,
So-
I've always been an artist. Maybe, let's say, just grew up, you know, in that environment.
Do you remember a group called Eagles?
I am not too sure whether that was a singing group or a dance.
Okay, let me play for you their song. I'm sure you know it.
Okay.
So